to NJ Bass Academy. If you're a subscriber, thank you very much. You're very much appreciated. And if you're not a subscriber and you get some value out of this video, please think about subscribing. If you just come across this channel, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. I've been studying music for about 40 years now. I've been teaching at least 30, and that's an understatement. So I'm here for you. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I always get back to everybody. I'm a small channel right now. And speaking of that, please share this video with anyone you think might be interested and help me get to 1,000 subscribers. Okay, let's get right down to it. How do you play the bass with a pick? Okay, well, first let's start off with a few different picks. Okay, there's a bunch of different picks. There's this shape, and there's all different kinds of shapes. There's a triangle shaped pick that a lot of people like, but this is your regular pick that you'll find in any music store right here. Now, the picks come in different thicknesses. This one is a light pick. If you notice, if I bend it, it's very easy to bend, right? Okay, so you have your choice of picks. This is a light pick, which moves and flaps very easily. I can bend it like so. Then this white guy here, this is a medium pick. So if I hold it this way, I don't know if you could tell, but it's not bending as much. Okay, so this is a firmer pick, medium. Okay, now here we go. Now this bad boy right here, this is a heavy pick. And this, I cannot move, no matter how much I try. This thing just will not bend. Ever so slightly if I push all my weight. And they make heavier picks than this, and they make picks in all different types of materials. These happen to be plastic. All right. So, when in doubt, I say pick a medium pick. But picks are very inexpensive, and I suggest that you try all different kinds. Just go to the music store, buy some. I would say for bass, I would stay away from the very, very light pick. But hey, everybody is different. That's the beauty of the whole thing. And we'll get on to how the different picks affect the sound of your bass when you're playing. Okay, well, how do you hold the pick? How is the pick held? Well, that's an interesting question, and there are a lot of different ways to hold a pick, and I'll show you a few of them. Now, some players will hold the pick like so. You take the pick, and you take your finger, and you put it right there, right on the finger, pointing out, and then you put your thumb on top. And there you go. Now, some people curl their hands up like this and hold the pick this way. I don't know. A little hard to see with this microphone in the way. Like that. Okay? See how I'm tucking this finger under? And the thumb is right on top. Right there. So your pick is facing out and your finger is curled and these fingers are curled. And there you have it. Okay? Now, some people play with their thumb up like that. I don't really suggest that if you're a bass player because the strings are pretty tough. See how my knuckle finger is up? I keep my finger flat and let a little bit of the meat of your thumb hang over the pick. All right? Now, if that's too much information, just take the pick and hold it like this. Place your thumb on the back. Take this finger and wrap it around like that. And there you have it. So that's one way of holding the pick, like this. Now, another way of holding the pick is you take your index finger and you place the pick with the tip as an extension of your first finger, like this. And then you just grab it from here, like so. And as you can see, like this, it's an extension of my first finger. And you just place your thumb on top that way. There you go. Okay? So it's like a pointer. You're pointing your finger. This puts your wrist in a more bent position this way. Okay? Slight bend here. And another way of holding the pick is you put your thumb here. Instead of curling this finger all the way under or leaving it as an extension of your finger, you put it at a 45-degree angle. It's not all the way in like this. It's out slightly. You see how my finger is moving slightly out? Okay, so the first way you had your finger in like this and you have all your fingers closed. This way, you have your finger on a 45 and these fingers are left open like this. Okay, and again, I like to put your fingers flat. I see a lot of heavy metal guitar players, they have their thumb up like that, and they get this thing going on, which is probably really good for guitar with the light strings. And I'll get on to my favorite way of holding the pick. And I'll show you that. I'll standing up. This is what I suggest. It's just the way I do it. And I suggest you try every way I said, okay? Hold it like that. Keep your finger in like this. Hand tight. Boom. Pick. Now, it comes from this rotation. Not like this little stuff. The little stuff is good for the guitar players, but for bass, you need a little bit of this wrist and a little bit of this movement. Okay? So, I hold the pick with my finger underneath at a 45-degree angle. It's not exactly an extension. It's not all the way in. It's out slightly. Okay, and again, thumb tip slightly over the pick. And that's basically the way I hold it. And we're back. Okay, So this is the way I suggest that you try it. Um, it's the way I do it. I'm comfortable. Everybody's different. So again, experiment. Okay, so once again, how do I hold the pick? Like this, 45-degree angle, thumb on top, little bit of thumb hanging over. And it's this movement. We'll start out just by hitting the E string. And like I said, you see how I leave my fingers open? Okay, the first method is like this. Palm closed. The other method is extension of your pointer finger, like this. See, it's this a little here. Okay. Once again, not to be redundant, but I put my finger at a 45, thumb over, fingers loose, right? No tension, relax. I use my fingers as a guide. My fingers right here. Keep my pick level. When your hand's like this, it's easy to move in and out, and then your pick doesn't stay at a certain bite point on the string. So I keep my hand like this. When I play on the E, then the A, then I drop my arm down back here to play on the D and the G, and it's just very subtle. D string, G string. Now I pick up my arm. You see that little slight movement? I'll exaggerate it. So I pick it up just a little bit. Don't put pressure down here. Use your arm, this part of your arm, as a guide on the bass like this. Okay, so you have a point here with your arm, and you have a point here with your fingers. Okay? Like so. But you don't press down hard and don't dig your fingers in. Just be nice and relaxed. Okay, now the first thing that you want to learn with the pick is how to do a downstroke. So a downstroke simply means down. You pick down. So you want to pick down, and your left hand, this hand here, you want to stop the string. Nice and flat. Next string, stop it. Next string, stop it. Next string. Then go back the other way. Okay, so that's exercise 1, the down pick. Now, let's use our various different picks, and I'll try to play with the same intensity. Okay, so here's a light pick. Here's a medium pick. And we go on to a heavy pick. And they all have a different feel. this pick here, it bends like a baseball card. So even if I try to play harder, I'm only going to get a certain amount out of the pick. Here's the medium pick if I play hard. A lot louder, right? Here's the heavy pick if I play hard. So for bass, I suggest a medium to a heavy pick. Okay? Now, when you're playing with the pick, however much you squeeze and however hard you squeeze that pick, the less it's going to move. If you leave it loose, it's going to move more, right? Okay? So that's why I like a heavy or a medium pick, because I can control how much pressure I get just by loosening or tightening my grip. See, I can't move that. I can't move that at all. And then when I loosen my grip, oh, it's easy to move. Okay, but you don't want to go too loose so that the thing pops around. So that gives me different volumes. If I hold it loose, now the tighter I get, I'm not really hitting it much harder. I'm just loosening my grip. Okay. So once again, the way I hold the pick, 45-degree angle here, thumb with the meat over it a little, like so. Okay, so we went to the first thing, and remember, you're anchoring here and anchoring here. First, all down picks. Then you're going to go down and up on each string. Down, up, stop. Down, up, stop. Down, up, stop. Down, up, stop. Then the next third exercise is it's E string, D string, A string, G string. Right, so you go E string, D string, A string, G string. So you're skipping the strings. Then you want to skip from your E string to the G string. Now you see how I'm moving my arm? Then the A, D string. Okay, so just to recap, E string, D string, A string, G string. Then you do it back, G string, A, D, E. Okay, then E, G, A, D string, D string, A string, G string, E string. Okay, and that's it. So you have down picking, where you're playing all down strokes, and you have alternating picking, where you're going down and up, down and up. So when I'm playing with a pick, if I'm going to be doing a 16th note rhythm, I keep the 16th notes going. Now, if you don't know what 16th notes are, that's okay. But you just play 4 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. down, up, down, up. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Not so hard. Down, up, down, up, down, up. So you start out slow and work up the tempo. All right, so let's do that. Everything that we do with either a drum machine or a metronome. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And of course, you're going to do that at a slow tempo on the metronome or the drum machine and work it up to that. Now, this movement is very slight. Up and down, up and down. Remember your 2 anchor points. Okay? All right, so that's about it on how to use a pick to play bass. So just to recap, just to recap, you have thin picks, you have medium picks, you have heavy picks. Make sure that you pick up a bunch of different ones, different styles, different shapes, and try them and see which ones you like. It's a matter of preference, right? Okay, so I say medium to heavy is what I like. And I'll show you the reason why I like to play at a 45 and my thumb slightly over. When I'm in this position, my wrist is right here. So that allows me to mute the strings with the back of my hand. Okay, hear the difference? That's without the mute, and then I'm resting my palm. Okay. And another reason is I have the 2 anchors, the elbow and here. Now that's alternate picking. Now, a lot of aggressive rock, you may only want a down pick. Okay, that's a very aggressive sound, much different from okay, 2 totally different sounds. Now, for more advanced players that play with a pick, another reason why I hold it like this is to get a harmonic, which when I turn the pick sideways, like this, straight across, there you go. And what I'm doing is I'm turning the pick and it's sliding off the pick and it's touching my thumb, the little bit of meat that I have hanging over the pick. So it hits the pick, it slides off and hits my finger. I'll get it sometime. Here you go. So if I'm playing, see, you didn't hear the harmonics? Okay. So I turn it sideways. It's like I'm going down and it slides off the pick. It almost can hear two different notes. Okay. So that's the other way. Now, in other videos that I've seen, most of the guys pick back here and they rest their hand here a lot. Same thing, you can get the muting technique, see? Right? Whether they hold the pick in different directions, I don't know, but most of the videos I see, the guys are playing here. Now, there's three positions to play, three basic positions to play with the pick. One is back on your back pickup or closer to the bridge. And if I play closer to the bridge, I get this type of sound. Now I'll get a little rounder sound as I move closer to the neck. So here you go, back by the pickup. And as I get closer to the neck, and even on the neck, I get a different sound. Now, why do we get a different sound playing back here as opposed to here? Well, when you play up here, the string moves. It moves a lot back and forth. Okay? So the more it moves back and forth, the more bass that you have. But the string doesn't react as fast. It doesn't come back quick. So when you're playing here, the string moves too much and it hinders your speed. So for the faster passages, you want to play further back towards the bridge. Because back here by the bridge, the string only moves slightly. I mean, I'm really pushing on that string. Now, if I push on the string here, wow, it goes all the way up, all the way up movement. Here, it only moves a little bit. So that means when you hit the string, it comes back quick. It has a quick reaction time. And that's why when you play faster, it's clearer the closer to the bridge. But it's also trebly, not as much bass. So when I'm playing a slow song or something that's sensitive, that's all good. Then when I want to play faster and have it stand out more, I move further back. Okay, so 3 basic positions real close to the bridge where your hand is right almost on the bridge. Here where your hand is basically on the back pickup, you're picking behind the front pickup on a jazz bass or on a P bass right in the middle, and then you want to be up here for the lower sound. And that's the different ways to use a pick. I say make sure that you experiment. So I'm going to do a few tracks here with the drum machine. Let's see how it goes. And my looping pedal, it's basically for beginners. If you don't know what a looping pedal is, basically I can play one bass line and I can record that, and then I can play another part, maybe chords. Okay, it's easy to play the chords too with the pick. Okay, so don't forget about strumming. Okay, so here we go. We get a drum beat going. Okay, so there you go. There's a demonstration of the pick. And for that one, I was using the heavy pick. So if you're getting some value out of this video, please, please hit the like and subscribe. And subscribe to NJ Bass Academy. You could support me over there on Patreon. If you are already a subscriber, I really appreciate you. Please, it helps a lot to leave comments, so leave some comments. And if there's anything you guys would like me to do or cover, any scales, music theory, equipment, any questions that you have, please leave them in the comments. And I read every single comment. I'm a small channel right now, so you could take advantage of my knowledge, and I will be glad to share it. That's my whole purpose here, is to make you a better musician by showing you as much as I possibly can. So, leave it in the comments. Peace, love, music for all. Don't forget, every Monday night I am on live. Monday Night Live, Into the Mind of Music. It's 7:30 every Monday night. You can tune in for that. That's music news. And I do a performance, and we have call-ins, and you can call in. You can ask me questions or whatever you want. So, peace, love, and music for all. Smash that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Peace.